Hey guys, Greg D here, back with another video, and today we are going to be showing you a full walk around of my new car, which is a 2014 Volkswagen Passat Wolfsburg edition with the 1.8 liter turbo 4-cylinder engine. So this particular car is the Reflex Silver. Now many of the things that we'll cover in this car can also apply to the 2015 models, because the 2015 models are basically the same thing. So from the front, typical Volkswagen, same thing really as Jetta, GTI, Golf, CC. They all kind of look the same, much like Audi. No fog lights here with the Wolfsburg edition. However, in the upper models, you can get fog lights right there. And as you can see, your halogen, you're just your normal standard headlight, daytime running lights, and your turn signals there. Come to the side, and you have 16-inch multi-spoke wheels. Now in the upper models you can get 18-inch wheels, for example like on the TDI version and the V6 version of these cars. Come along, and you have your Wolfsburg badging there. It won't really focus very well. Turn signal mirrors there. No sunroof on this one. Keyless entry is standard. Just push the button once on the key to unlock your driver's side, twice to unlock both sides. Coming across, your shark fin antenna for your satellite radio. Here is the back end. I actually really enjoy the back end. I think that the back end it's simple, but it's still nice. It's got that German touch to it. And as you can see, a new touch here for 2014-2015 is the TSI badging there. And I like the design of the headlight, because when you actually put the brake light on, this part here actually lights up, and then these two right here also. It looks very cool at night. Very, very cool. There's your fuel cap. 18.5 gallon fuel tank on this bad boy. EPA estimates for this are 25 city, 36 highway. Thus far I've had the car for about a week and a half, and I've been averaging about anywhere between 29 and 31. So nice lines here down the trunk. Alright, so that's about it for the exterior. Let's check out the interior. So here's the inside of your door, and in typical Volkswagen fashion, many of the cars are designed very similarly. Here, all four windows are automatic up and down. Aluminum here for the door handle, power mirror settings, bottle holder, mat pocket, trunk releases there. Driver's side power seat in the Wolfsburg with lumbar support, and you have your perforated leatherette seats. Now they're not full-blown leather, it's like a faux leather, but I will admit that these seats are actually very, very comfortable. Now compared to, the actual Golf, GTI, GLI, the bolstering is a little mild, because, this isn't really bred to be a performance car per se, but it actually does have very good performance. So let's get a step inside here. The thing that I've always liked about Volkswagen is the gauges. They're very simple, but they look really, really cool at night. All of the ambient lighting, as far as your buttons and whatnot, is red, so it's kind of got a cool glow to it. Very simple. This is the base head unit for the radio. It's actually very, very good. Surprisingly, it's better than the one in the Maxima was. So, single zone climate control here. Once again, very simple, but it's got that German touch. It's luxurious. All of this up here even is soft touch on the doors. Nice leather padding there. The only really places that it's like a little hard is like here where your knees are, down here by the shift boot, but I mean, you're really not touching that, so not gonna really complain too much about that. I thought this was a nice touch too, because I mean, a lot of times you only see these in really upscale cars like Lincolns or Infinities, for example. So I thought the analog clock was cool. Now, my favorite part about this interior is the steering wheel. It is, I don't know what Volkswagen does or what kind of leather they use, but much like the GTI, this wheel is fantastic. It feels so good in your hands. Like, I look forward to getting into this car and driving because it's so nice. You have your aluminum here. No cutoffs bottom, but still not a big deal. Radio controls, your Bluetooth controls there. You also have your MMI controllers here on the windshield wiper stock. You do have automatic headlights. Now, this comes with a 6-speed. It's not the DSG. It is the just regular automatic with Tiptronic, but I will say that this thing does drive very much like the DSG. So if you cannot get the DSG, don't fret, because this thing is just as good in my opinion. Much better than the CVT and the Maxima. Makes it a lot more fun. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. So when you have the gray insert that goes all the way along, this is actually a nice touch too. Like I said, it's a very simple, but it's very, I don't want to say it's upscale, but it does have that touch of upscale to it, if that makes any kind of sense. Very, very nice. I mean, even the radio controls have good resistance to them. You know exactly where you're, where you're turning to. And also, you do get heated front seats standard on both sides. So let's check out the back seat. So back seat starts out much like the front seat. There's actually a lot of room here, because you have to remember that the Passat is a step up from the Jetta, so it is a little bit roomier, a little bit heavier. Now, sitting behind myself, where I have my driver's door, as you can see, I have plenty of leg room here, and I'm about 6 foot tall. Plenty of leg room, plenty of foot room. And actually, this is a tall car as well, so you do have quite a lot of headroom, and I'll show you here in a second. So as you can see, I have probably a good 1.5 to 2 inches of headroom, and like I said, I am about 6 foot tall, so there's plenty of headroom back here for 4 normal sized adults, maybe even 5. Now here is a look at the trunk. Pretty wide opening. The only thing that I don't like about the trunk is that it has these hinges which kind of go into the trunk, so that can limit, some space as far as the trunk. But as you can see, it is very, very deep. So it's wide and it's pretty deep. And you also have like these little cubbies here on the side, which is kind of nice too. But like I said, this car is a little bit bigger than the Jetta, so you do get the little bit of extra room. And so here we are at the business end finally. Your 1.8T 4-cylinder engine, which is seen in many of the Volkswagen and Audi models. Car can run on 87. As I said before, it gets 25 city, 36 highway, and I average about 30, give or take 1 or 2 miles per gallon either way. This car produces 170 horsepower, 184 foot-pounds of torque, which, even though it is a little bit bigger than the Jetta, and only by about 150 pounds or so. This car definitely does not feel underpowered. It's plenty quick enough, plenty powerful enough. Very, very nice car. I will be making a first drive review of this car, probably here within the next few days. Really, really enjoy this car, and I have plenty of plans for it as far as modifications go. I've already been looking. That's the thing about this car, is you wouldn't think that it has a lot of, you know, aftermarket support, but it does. Even though, you know, it's not, the aftermarket support isn't as great as, let's say, something like a Jetta or the Golf or the GTI, it still has enough. You can still get a tune, you can still get suspension, you can still get exhaust and intake mods. So those are in the plan. I think this car is almost very sleeperish, because you wouldn't think, I mean, it looks like a typical German family car, but it has the heritage, it has the powertrain that is pretty stout when it comes to Volkswagen. So I have already had a lot of fun driving this car, and moving forward it's going to be a great balance of fun, economy, practicality. So stay tuned, and we'll see what I can do with this bad boy. So with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more videos on this Volkswagen Passat. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, and until next time, we'll see you guys soon.